subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. So the best desire to have see, when you have a desire, then essentially, especially for most people, and if not all, if they're unconscious, then you create a problem. And even if you fulfill that desire, it will be still a problem because you won't feel fulfilled. You will feel you need to fulfill another desire, which you will have another desire, and you'll have a bunch of desires. So there's only one solution. Well, there's two, but one isn't a solution. Two would be keep going through your desires, and you will keep living, and you will live more lives. The end of life is when you become desireless. There is no more. It's a prolonging for God. Because the best desire to have is no desire. Because all it does is create problems, especially for unconscious people, drama, or semi-unconscious people, which unconscious people are not realizing that all these things that they want, older people, not necessarily kids and toddlers, we'll get to that. All these older people want one-on-one and it never ends. And they are baffled by it. It takes them over. It kills them. Eminem and Stan, that one song. And just guys going, fighting over each other, destroying each other for each other. Ultimately, what they search for would be what's inside of them. And let me explain. Because whatever you get from the material world outside of you, it doesn't matter, because what you want is what's on the inside of you. What people look for all their life when they look for God, which it's great to look for God. Religion, it doesn't matter what it is, because it all always goes back to the one, which is the one that's all around, which is inside of us, which creates us. That, in and of itself, sound is safe and sound, is inside of you. It can't be destroyed. And it's the best feeling. So why go search for all these things, or people go search for all these things not knowing this? Someone can give you knowledge of this, which it's some people's careers or jobs, but everyone points to this. Everyone is going towards this. It's the best feeling. You can have sex that may drain you. So you may search for God for more. You may have more desires. It may pull you. But you'll see, again, you'll want it more and more. It will never end. And what you're looking for, even if you do come back into conscious, because it's an act of draining energy, but I'll get to that in a second. You may take away from, because what you're looking for is inside of you, not in someone else. And you have a part of you, but when you lease that, when you give it out, release, man or woman, you are giving some of your energy. Can you still be in a desireless state and, have sex? In climaxing is where it's at, because that's where the energy is giving. But the whole time is an energy giving thing. The very antidote, and the most important part is the end, so to speak. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you need to judge less and find the you inside of you. Being desireless is pretty much the same thing as feeling wise, because when you don't desire anything, there's nothing forcefully that you're going after, even purposely. Because you want to do stuff in an antidotal state where you're not doing it to receive something. You're not doing it because you're getting something out of it, which is very egotistical. You could be doing something for people or just in general. So if you want an example of this, I'll give one more and cut this video because people don't like to watch longer videos, which is sad. Very sad. But it's the time for this one, and this is perfect. So if you can think, and I know you can, when you were a kid, you were desireless. You can probably think back to certain moments when you were a kid. And a perfect example is we would play with action figures, all of us, not Barbies, action figures. Even women, children, both sexes play with freaking action figures. Race cars. And what are they doing? There is no end to what they're doing. They're playing, vroom, 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 psh, psh, psh. Then they're done. They're in the midst of creation, because the best creation done properly is in the moment where you're not thinking about it. Hence, it's coming to you. There's an energy field outside of you. When you think, you're trying to go into it. You need to let it into you. It's more of a self-absorption. You're like a sponge, and all this shit's running through you. Some call it an antenna. A sponge, all these waves are coming towards you. It's on a higher balcony to look down from, and this isn't an observation, and you could say it's my perspective, but that's not it. It's the truth. And I'm just giving it to you. So make sure you subscribe to this. Give a comment. If you have a topic you want me to hit, let me know. Peace.